What's up? I'm Tyler.
And I'm Dakota.
And this is the Bourbon and Business Podcast,
where we interview successful businessmen and women to let you in on why success doesn't have a single formula to follow.
We also have a little bourbon tasting along the way, because why not? Why not?
So guys, please enjoy this episode and let us know your thoughts at Bourbon and Business Podcast on Instagram.
Coming to you from the Bourbon and Business Studio here at the AC Hotel in Rizzo, Mississippi. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Dakota.
And this is the Bourbon and Business Podcast. How you doing this afternoon, Dakota?
Great, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing phenomenal.
You look incredible.
Well, I appreciate you pointing that out.
You look like a father that just had the time of his life at Disney World or something.
At Disney World?
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know if you have the time of your life there, but
it's magical.
Yeah, for the kids.
With enough money, you can do whatever you want at Disney World.
That's true. Well, hey, you want to tell our guests about this great view we have here at the AC Hotel?
Absolutely. We're in one of the conference rooms here at the AC Hotel in Ridgeville, Mississippi. This is the premier hotel in Ridgeville, Mississippi. I'd argue in the Jackson metro area for sure, maybe even the whole state, maybe the country. You'll have to come see for yourself. This place is awesome. They've got everything. They even have mahjong here some nights that a group meets in place. Tyler's thinking about joining. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, they're everything, dude. If you are looking for a space for an event, for a business event, if you've got some in-laws coming in town, maybe if you've got some friends or family coming in town for anything, especially it's getting to be wedding season now, definitely consider the AC Hotel in Ridgeville, Mississippi. They will hook you up.
Yep. And we appreciate their sponsorship. You want to introduce our guest to us?
I do. Today we have special guest, Susan Hogue, Editor-in-Chief at Stages, Mississippi. Susan, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Glad to have you. And then what are we sipping on today, Dakota?
Today we are sipping on Daviess County. Toasted Barrel Finish Series. Toast level is a medium. I don't know. I guess that's like slightly darkened in like normal toast word. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's 96 proof. What are your thoughts?
I like it a lot. So it's been a while since we've had one this good. So you know what we paid for that bottle?
$40-50.
$40-50. So for $50, that's a great bottle of bourbon. I'm going to have to give it a 9.0.
Wow.
So really good. Got a great burn. You'll like that, Dakota.
Strong.
What's the proof on it?
96.
So 96 proof. Yeah. And we want to also thank our sponsor, Cheers Vineyard. If you're looking to get a bottle of this, you need to go to Cheers Vineyard in Gluckstadt, Mississippi. Yes. They have pretty much anything you can think of on the shelf for bourbons or any type of liquor for that matter. Cheers Vineyard in Gluckstadt. Well, Susan,
yes,
we appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you.
We like to always start this, just tell our listeners where you're from,
okay,
and then how you got to the point of becoming the editor-in-chief for Stages magazine.
Okay. I grew up in Yazoo City. My dad was a farmer. My mom taught schools. Had that Mayberry kind of, growing up. It was wonderful.
Love it.
I went to Mississippi State University.
Go Dogs.
Hail State. I went there to be a vet, but I don't want to go to school that long, and I couldn't afford it anyway. So I majored in interior design. That was kind of a switch, but that was just my next best option.
Close second there.
Close second. It was actually kind of hard. So then I moved to Jackson, and I've been in the design industry since. So I done a lot. I designed a lot. I actually built houses, kind of that design build kind of thing for a while. And then I bought into a floor covering store. So I did that for many, many years. And then I sold my half of that in 2000. When I had my store, we advertised in Stages, Mississippi. So I needed a magazine. I knew it worked because we had, people come in and buy stuff from it. And I was eating lunch, and the owner of Stages walked in and sat down, and we just started eating lunch. She was like, well, how's the store? And I'm like, I don't know. I sold mine. I don't know, and I had Stages. And she said, I shut it down. I had just some personal problems. Nothing wrong with the magazine. I just couldn't keep it going. And, my wheels started turning. And so I was like, gosh, I wish you'd have told me, because I'm looking for something to do. And she said, well, you can buy the trademark and copyrights and just relaunch it. And, me, I was like, well, if she can do it, I can do it. Mm-hmm. I knew nothing about publishing a magazine. And so over lunch, I bought a magazine. Yeah. And then I was like, what do I do now? Basically, I just went like when I had my floor covering store, we didn't sell like lighting or furniture or things like that. So I would take my clients to those stores and pick things out and buy. So I basically just went to those people and I was like, hey, I'm going to relaunch stages. Would you support me and put an ad in? And they all said yes. And those were my core people that I started with. Yeah, and it was wonderful. And then being a designer, I knew houses and I knew builders that I could go ahead and just start with. So those were my ones that I started with, and it just grew from there.
Well, tell our listeners a little bit. So what exactly, if you get a Stages magazine, what do you find in there?
Okay, so we only feature homes and gardens. That's our core that we feature. But we have wonderful advertisers and promoters, and they have beautiful ads and content. But we also have some editorials. So like Trustmark Bank, they do perceptions in banking every issue. We have a retirement, Golden Years does a perceptions in retirement every issue. We have a perceptions in lighting that's done by Sunbelt. And we have, then we have an attorney, Kyle Wynn, he does a article on just attorney things like wills, legal, and things like that. So we have a lot of non-related home and garden things that I think our readers are interested in. In the end, of course, our features are all home and garden.
So what was it like for you from going on in a traditional brick and mortar to now you're publishing a magazine? What was that
That's
transition
a lot different because,
world,
especially having a brick and mortar store, people come into your store and to buy things. Having a print publication, you go out to people to get advertisers, and you're all taking pictures and doing things like that. So it's a total reverse of what I was used to.
And were you said while you were at Mississippi State, you went into interior design. Did you always have the dream of going into business for yourself, or how did that kind of come about?
Yeah, it runs in my family. Like my dad being a farmer, and it was just that I kind of had trouble working for somebody else. And I didn't want to be told what to do or where to go or any of that. Building houses was good for me, and owning the floor cover store was good for me. The stages, it's been a challenge. It's a whole different ballgame.
Well, and having the ability, like you said, you sold the store and then you met the lady at the restaurant and then decided, hey, I can figure that out. And I think that's the biggest key for an entrepreneur is having the ability to trust themselves to say, hey, if someone else can do it, like I know that I can figure it out.
Exactly what I thought.
And there is a lot of truth to that. A lot of times people are scared to try new things, because they're scared they're going to fail because they don't know how to do it. But really and truly, with hard work, there's a lot of things that you can figure out. And then especially today, back 10, 15 years ago, it was a little bit harder because you didn't have access to information. But now, I mean, if you have a computer, you should.
Talking about chat?
Yeah, you should be able to figure anything
My
out.
good friend Chat.
With Chat GPT?
Yeah, that's what all the kids call it.
My good friend Chat. Yeah.
I'm like, they just.
Oh, I didn't know that was the thing.
Chat GPT, like how hard is that? But everything's got to be short.
Yeah. See, the AI thing, we talked about that. It's a good and a bad thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, and let's talk about that.
Okay, here we go.
Let's talk about AI in the publishing world now.
Yeah.
What issues are y'all seeing?
Okay. So, especially because we do a digital copy. Okay. And it's online. We have a wonderful website. We put that online with all the old, the archived copies and everything. And it bothers me that somebody could take a picture of mine and alter it or say it's theirs or just totally change my publication and I wouldn't know it.
Right.
And that really bothers me because we pour our heart and soul into this magazine.
Yeah.
I take probably 90-something% of the pictures. I write most of the stories. I don't use Chat GPT to write my stories. Right. They come from my heart. I meet the homeowners. I get to know them. I interview them. I know their story, by the time I'm writing it. And it's like I said, it's from the heart. It's not computer generated. It's just something that I know some of it's a good thing, but I want my readers to know that it's real. It's from us. Yeah. It's not something we just ask Chat GPT.
And I think that's going to become more and more valuable, now, because I think when readers do realize, I mean, anything, if you're on social media, if a politician puts a statement out, if you see that it comes from Chat GPT, you're automatically like, okay, well, this person didn't take the time to write this themselves, so I'm not going to take the time to read it.
Yeah.
And I think, being able to set yourself apart and saying, hey, we are actually writing this ourselves, I think that's going to draw more interest from people. and make it more interesting because another human is writing it.
Yeah, thank you. And we have found there are a lot of studies. Matter of fact, I got an email yesterday from a marketing firm on print, and it's reliable. You touch it, you feel it, it's there. Whereas, you can look at something on social media and you don't know.
Right.
You don't know if it's true or not.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take the time to actually put something on paper, I mean, you better know it's true because you can't erase it. Once it's printed, it's out there.
Yeah.
So we really take time and verify everything.
Well, take our listeners through the print process because I think a lot of people, we get magazines.
I got this, Tyler.
We see it.
So what you're going to do is you're going to go to File.
Yeah, it's that easy.
You're going to click Print.
Yeah.
And then it just shoots out the...
That's all there is to it.
Actually,
we're done here.
It doesn't because the printer always messes up when you get to the point,
it jams. Or you have a paper.
Well, then you just go up and you kick it a little bit, and then it pops out.
But a lot of times we get magazines and we just take for granted, hey, that this, is all here in this. But what is the actual process to getting a magazine on the shelf?
Truly, it's incredible that it even comes out like it does. I mean, because you think about it, I take most of my pictures. I spend a lot of time with my pictures. I take them in RAW and I edit them and I make sure their lighting is correct and that kind of thing. And thank goodness color's coming back because a white house, it's really hard to take because it's not white in every room. It's a different color white. So, and then, we edit all the pictures and I put everything in I use InDesign. I put everything in InDesign and then, gosh, I never go to print without like a story being okay by the homeowner because that we really take our time and make sure everything is right. So short version is, yes, I do turn it into a PDF and I send it to the printer. We get it back through Insight and we edit and then it goes to pre-press and we have one more shot to look at it and then it prints. Yeah, there it is.
I mean, even so, though, like resolution wise and making sure that like all the words are printed correctly on the paper and then proofreading and like all of the nuanced things that go into that as well that nobody thinks about when they're reading a magazine.
They do not.
But I mean, like, you as the owner of it, you're looking at this and you're going, oh my gosh, like that ink bled right there. We got to reprint that whole thing, right? So have you ever had to do like reprints and things? Or have you been spared from
we have not
the reprint curse?
We have not. We did this particular issue though. We had, I don't know how they do it, but at the printer they can go in and they see things sometimes we don't because it's computer generated on. Hey, this ad was low res, or hey, this logo was low res, and so they flagged 3 of them actually this issue, and I had to go back and get new ads. So there are checks, but look, by the time we go to pre-press, I probably won't catch anything. I've looked at it 100,000 times.
Yeah.
And you just so that we have 3 editors and they miss stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we're human, so, but we have not ever had to reprint. So,
part of what makes being human so awesome is the imperfections.
Most of the time.
As we strive to, what did you say?
I said most of the time. It just depends on what imperfections we're
Oh, I thought you were saying like, well, for some of them.
I think he did say that under his breath.
I mean, Tyler is pretty perfect. I mean, look at that show, Disney Dad. What I was saying was being imperfect is going to be the way that you tell people that I am human. Have an AI generated social media post, article, anything like that. Everything is polished. Everything's flawless because it's all according to code.
Right.
A person is going to miss a comma. They're going to miss a M dash. They're going to miss a colon. They're going to miss a letter in a word, right? But you're going to know that was written by a person because of that miss, unless AI starts improperly writing things to fake being human, I guess.
Yeah.
Talk about that. But
well, it wouldn't be in our magazine because we don't do that.
My AI mess up typing all the time, so I guess they're copying me.
Yeah, probably. They learn from you. So.
Their English is terrible.
Horrible.
English is terrible. Terrible.
Well, I think it's a good time for a bourbon break.
Absolutely. I love this.
I know it's really good.
I've finished it, which I sometimes do, don't always do. Very good. Nice caramel flavor with a beautiful spice finish. I don't know if you tasted that or not, with a great burn on it. It's got, I'm going to land at a 9.1. So I'm in that same ballpark with you. Nice. Yeah, that was very, very good. Daviess County. Is it Daviess?
I think it's Daviess.
Daviess.
But
Daviess.
Yeah, it's spelled kind of weird.
There's the whole, I'm a human. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I can't read.
You will never have to. I know on the outside I look perfect like a robot, but inside I am.
Well, tell our little listeners, where did that come from? Tell
Disney.
tell our listeners what I don't even know where I was going with it.
I know.
So tell
Well, I'm short, so
You're making my
it's
job
okay.
so much harder.
I
I'm
know.
gonna edit this later.
no, just leave that in there so they know that we're human. Tell our listeners though, so we're now in a digital world.
Yes.
Obviously, y'all are still a publication that you get in your hand.
Yes.
And that's the backbone of what you do.
That's correct.
But how are y'all transitioning some to offer digital type products to people that may not want the actual physical
Yes.
magazine?
We do. Yes, our backbone is print. We will always print. That's our major, but we do have a digital copy. We do that every issue. We put it on our website. We send it out we have a digital email list. We send it out to our advertisers. We encourage them to send it out. They usually have an email list.
Right.
So send it out to your whole email list. And we put the archived copies on the website. So they're always there for people to look at. We do have a pretty heavy social media presence. It's organic. They're not bought people, they're real people and they engage in our social media. So we're real proud of that.
Yeah. And what trends are y'all seeing like in the home world, like as far as building and colors and
Are we talking craftsmen?
Yeah,
Are we
types
talking
of
French?
builds? What are we
talking-
seeing right
yeah.
now?
Well, obviously with interest rates coming down, we're seeing some more, construction, which is good. The white's going out, which I'm real happy about because I'm a color person. So we're not seeing the farmhouse will always be here, Craftsman style, they'll always be here. But we're just seeing a lot more color in furniture, in paint colors, wallpaper. Wallpaper's big. Wallpaper's coming back. Woods, textures, that kind of thing.
It's so crazy what goes out of style and comes back in style. And it's like, it was,
Some of the 70s and 80s are coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
mid-century's big.
it's
too.
it's wild. It's wild what like the floral print couches and stuff are coming back.
I saw something the other day that was a plaid couch with leather like on the arms, and I was like, "Oh, that's 70s, so 70s and 80s."
All right.
But
Step down den that you can fall down in the dark.
Yeah.
Break your leg.
Yeah.
So that's
What do they call those?
Super nice. Yeah.
Never understood
sunken dens.
why that.
Yeah.
I think we need shag carpeting back.
Oh, gosh.
Honestly.
Avocado.
Could you
green
imagine the
and harvest
crumbs?
gold.
I'm trying to clean that thing with a
Oh, my
vacuum or
grandmother had
something.
shag. She had a
Yeah.
step down den with some shag
She
carpet.
have a rake.
I don't know how she
My
did
grandmother
it,
had a
but
rake with her shag carpet.
I didn't get involved in the cleaning process.
You just made the mess. Didn't you?
Well, definitely got some crumbs in there.
But actually, carpet is kind of coming back. There's patterns. And
Wallpaper made a comeback
Wallpaper's
a few
coming
years
back.
ago, and it's
Mhm.
still on this. It's still on the comeback.
we're not seeing as much like of the white marble countertops, more quartzite, but more color. Granite. There's some granite coming back.
Yeah. So if say there's a consumer out there and they're getting ready to build or maybe purchase a house and they want to design it, I'm assuming your magazine would be the place to look for them to connect with people.
I love hearing so many stories. Like they'll say this person came in our store and they literally had pages folded down, and this is the granite I want. I want this light fixture. I just love that. And we have a resource guide in the back of the magazine, and that's how we market it too. There's your resource for everything.
So you can put
build.
people like in touch with who
Absolutely, we love doing
who
that.
they need to go to.
Yeah. Yeah, we love
Fantastic.
doing that. So,
That's awesome. I do want to touch on one more thing real quick, and that's I want to touch on what it was actually like when you left that lunch table after you made the deal and you were like, I'm buying this business, and you left the lunch table. What were you feeling? What was going through your head? Like the real thoughts, you know what I mean?
Yeah, scared, nervous, excited, scared, nervous, all at the same time. I knew I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could do it. But yeah, I called one of my sons and I was so excited. I was like, stages, I bought it, and there's like silence. I was like, hello. He was like, can you get out of that? And I'm like, I don't think so. We had made a verbal agreement.
Yeah.
No, actually it was after I went to the attorney and we closed that I called him.
Gotcha.
Because he had some background that really helped me. He helped me get started.
Mm-hmm.
And the original owner, it was in the contract for her to help me relaunch. So she helped me get the first issue out, and I don't know that I could have done it if it wasn't for her helping me.
Sure.
So, but no, I was excited.
Yeah.
I guess.
When did those feelings, if ever, subside?
Oh,
As
it's
far
still
as
there.
like being scared, being like, is it going to work? How do you deal with that on a daily basis?
It's always there because this is not an easy business.
Mhm.
You know, you're like, are we going to be able to get enough promotions and
Mhm.
advertisers to help cover the cost and then some? And it's, owning your own business is not easy.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough, but it's exciting. I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah. It's not for the faint of heart by any means.
Oh, no.
No.
No, it's not.
But if
Yeah.
you can stomach it,
Yeah.
it could be.
You know, you see
One of
those
the greatest
memes all the
decisions of
time
your
on
life,
Facebook
yeah.
about business owners and the little wheels and, yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
Well, and I think it's a good thing for our listeners here because there's a lot out there that are contemplating starting a business, and the fear is always going to be there. But you have to have the ability as a business owner to, take the fear out
Yeah.
and not dwell on that and think, okay, this is the plan. This is
Yeah.
what it's going to take to be successful. And I know if I actually do these things, I can be successful. And a lot of people miss there is they don't actually do the work, the things that it takes to be successful.
Correct.
And, no matter what you're doing, I don't care what business it is, if you work hard, you should be successful.
You should be. And the thing is, if you don't try it, there's always that what if.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we hear that a lot.
Yeah, and what if I'd have done this or didn't do this? And no, I encourage anybody to start a business but yes, you have to do your homework.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you. This was fun.
Do you want to give us give us your thoughts on the bourbon?
Really a bourbon drinker, but that was very good.
So you liked it. Very good. So you heard that. So we're on a
That sounded like a 9.0 to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give it a 9.0.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll be generous today. I'm going to take my 9.0. We're going to go with a 9.1 because it was really good.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a bottle of this, go to Cheers Vineyard in Gluckstadt. They're sponsor of the podcast.
Daviess, whatever.
Yeah, however you pronounce it.
It's right here.
Spell it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go off of how we said pronounce it, or maybe another way.
I have butchered some names on here before, I'm very sure.
Well, that's why I don't say names on here. But however you stream this podcast, if you would give us a rating and follow us on social media, and we will see you next week.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
If you have any feedback or would like to be featured, reach out to us at bourbonandbusinesspodcast@gmail.com.
Or find us on Instagram at Bourbon and Business Podcast.
Thanks again for listening.
Follow us for more content and info on the next episode.